Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great morning this morning. It's a coffee kind of morning. Another contest out there. This is Todd Guy's Thrashing Zombie first year anniversary. So congratulations, Todd. And also, I was watching Glenn Calloway's entry as well. The Low End Music Freak. Great entry, Glenn. Glenn's kind of my neighbor, just a few minutes down the road. And Todd, I've watched a few of your videos. You got to have a great channel as well. And there's 5 questions in this. Before I get into the questions, please hit the like and subscribe button below. Thank you to all that have liked and subscribed so far. I greatly appreciate it. I want to continue to put great content out there to be informative and to show you guys some great bands and artists that I have in my collection. So as I said, there's 5 questions. Name 1 to 5 bands you didn't know before you get into the VC. Number 2, an album you didn't like the first time you heard it. Number 3, an album that gets better the more you listen to it. Number 4, the worst cover art. And number 5, the best cover art. So I've got quite a few. I know I said 1 to 5, but I've got quite a few here, and I've heard of, I did hear of some of these bands, but I watched. There's a great channel called Sea of Tranquility. You guys must have heard of it, and hopefully you have. Pete Pardo, Sea of Tranquility, super informative guy. And music reviews, and he's got like 10,000 CDs. He knows his stuff, and I'm sorry, Pete, that not that I've got away from your channel. It's just been so busy with all these videos that I haven't watched as many videos off your channel recently as I should have, and all this stuff going on. But Pete is a great channel and super informative guy, as I said, and he turned me on to a lot of these bands that I'm going to show you. As I said, I heard about them here and there, but I never really had it in their music, or never really was informative on their music. So I'll quickly go through this. So I did hear of these guys, but I never had any of their stuff. But I'm so glad I did, and I want to continue to get their whole discography. Which is Wishbone Ash. So I've got this one, great live album, box set, sorry, called Roadworks, mostly in Germany. There's 4 CDs in here. This is Pilgrimage. Love this album. And the cool thing about this one and the next one I want to show you is that the CD is almost like a little album, a little 45 almost. But great sounding. That's kind of why I left the sticker on it. So it's a high definition CD with vinyl LP groove design. So that's Pilgrimage, and of course their self-titled Wishbone Ash with the same type of CD on it. So that's one band. Another band that Pete talks about all the time. If you love Black Sabbath and Uriah Heep, all the heavy bands, Budgie. I am so happy that I got this. Budgie is just an amazing band. Yeah. So this is In for the Kill. Bandolier, and don't turn your back, never turn your back on a friend. I'm sorry, but heavy stuff, and it's so awesome. So it's again a band I never heard of until I was listening to Pete, and that got me into that. Same with this band here, Atomic Rooster. great bluesy rock and some progressive, but self-titled album. In Hearing Of, I also have that on vinyl. This is Nice and Greasy, and this is Death Walks Behind You. Awesome stuff. I heard of these guys, never had any of the stuff. Marillion. I thought it would be more progressive metal, but it's actually quite not as hard as I thought it would be, but they're amazing band. So got a fair amount of Marillion. Once you hear these bands, you just want to get more and more and more. Dream Theater. I've got almost their whole discography. Never heard of this Dream Theater until I listened to Pete. Sorry, I had heard of them, but didn't really have anything of them. But can't get enough of these guys. There's more. And Opeth. And thank you, Pete, for turning me on to Opeth. Cool stuff. The Muse. And Deftones. So I know it's a little bit more than 5, but check out Pete's channel, Sea of Tranquility. He's got such a musical history, and he's so knowledgeable. Does a lot of rankings on albums. It's all good stuff. So that's the bands I didn't know before I get into the BC. Albums you didn't like the first time you heard it, and I don't know why. I mean, this is their second best-selling album, but it's so 80s. I know it's I just can't get into it. REO Speedwagon. Maybe I need to listen to it more, but you know, Can't Fight This Feeling. I Do Want to Know. All the reviews rave about it. I just can't get into it. I don't know why. I love REO Speedwagon, High Infidelity, and You Can't Tune a Fish, and all those great. I even have their debut album way back before Kevin Cronin, and rockin' stuff, but just can't get into this one. Albums that get better the more you listen to it. Animals. Pink Floyd. It's just every time you listen to it, it just gets better and better and better, and you discover more and more and more. And another one that gets better every time you listen to it. Machine Head was always it was my first album, and always my favorite, but Perfect Strangers is just gets better and better every time you listen to it. Great comeback album by the band. Unfortunately, it wasn't long lasting. Richie Blackmore and Ian Gillan just can't get along, can't be in the same room together, but Knocking at Your Back Door, Under the Gun, No One's Home, Mean Street, Perfect Strangers, Gypsy's Kiss, Wasted Sunsets, and Hungry Days. Awesome stuff. Worst album art cover. I have a couple. Um, Spirit of America, Beach Boys. Um, I don't know if it's the worst, but it's just yeah, it's just weird. And I don't know if you guys have seen Second City, John Candy and Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara. Um, Kind of reminds me of the Spengy Brothers, Miles and Lenny. I make fun of the cover, but um, this is actually a good album. uh, Can You Give It All to Me? Huge hit for the band. These guys are a Canadian group. You Let Me Down, Don't Come Crying to Me, Easy to Love, In the Sky, Thingy's Breakdown, Take Me Back, Louisiana, Never Had Time, Hold On, Lovers and Colors. Um, yeah, it's just it's, they could have chosen perhaps a different album cover, but um, anyway, that was a hard one because I don't like the disc album covers because I'd never be able to do it. But anyway, I thought that was funny. But after listening to it, oh, I've got another one here. It's not very good. This is Foghat. I mean, the album is great, but the album cover, not so much. Doesn't make sense. It's energized, but is it in a? What's it in? It's in a crate, or is? Not sure what it represents. Time machine or a TV, or I'm not sure what that represents in there. Best art cover. Just picked this up recently. Another band I discovered. I guess on my own. I didn't hear much about it on the VC, but it's a cool art cover. This is Shock by the Motels. So cool. Even the back cover is cool. Kind of a Genesis look at the back. But yeah. So there you go. There's my contest entry. Thanks everyone for all the great comments and the likes and subscriptions. You guys are amazing. The vinyl community is such a great community. Everyone's so supportive. Everyone's so nice. I'm discovering so many cool people on this channel, on this vinyl community, and there's a bunch of cool people. Everyone gets along. Everyone is friendly. Everyone is knowledgeable. You learn from each other, and the main thing is that everyone's so supportive, especially in this time when we need that. I talk about the channel all the time at work now, and I'm sure people are sick of it, but I just simply say there's so many nice people on here that it's hard to believe that all the crap that's going on in the world. But that's what music is about. It's just bringing people together. So again, thank you. Good luck to everyone in the contest. Congratulations, Todd, on your 1-year anniversary. Glenn, your channel is amazing. Thank you for all your support. You do a great job. Anyway, have yourself a wonderful Saturday. Take care. Bye-bye.